Hey guys, this is Government Thinking Buttons on. I'm coming live with my take on strawberry letter.
Parenting, and more. Please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click submit strawberry letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the strawberry letter with my good friend Shirley Strawberry.
So happy you're back, Junior. Thank you. Subject, I'm stuck between a sister and a brother. Dear Steve and Shirley, for the past year, I have been sleeping with my best friend's little sister. When I went to college, I lost all contact with her until we reconnected last year at her brother's 4th of July party. I hadn't seen this woman since she was a young girl, and oh my God, aged. But oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I get it. Oh my God, she aged like fine wine. Yes, Steve, sorry.
You want to start over? I don't know who you take. If you're talking about the Lord, I don't know.
I just couldn't figure that one out.
God, oh God, God.
And oh my God. That's what he's trying to say. But I'll start over. All right, dear Steve and Shirley, for the past year, I've been sleeping with my best friend's little sister. When I went to college, I lost all contact with her until we reconnected last year at her brother's 4th of July party. I hadn't seen this woman since she was a young girl, and oh my God, she's aged like fine wine.
We always do,
I'm
don't we,
14
ladies?
years older than her, but we're all grown now. The Lord took his time with that body. That evening, we caught up, had a few drinks, shared some laughs, and as the night progressed, we ended up in her brother's coat closet. This woman did things to me that I'd never had done to me. Since then, we have become increasingly close, and we've talked about taking it to the next step. She has said it's of utmost importance that we go about this the right way and tell her brother about us. The problem is, her brother is a 6'6" bodybuilder that is very protective of his sister, and he's a hothead. Because of his size, he's always ready for a confrontation over the smallest stuff. I have personally never had a disagreement with him in all of the years we've been friends, so I'm skeptical on telling him face to face. I don't want to clash with him, but I really love his sister, and it's been almost a year. The sneaking around is getting old, and I hope he can process the information in a mature manner. To put things in perspective, her brother and I are in our mid-40s, and we have been friends since the 8th grade. I never had these kinds of feelings for his sister when we were young, so I need to be clear about that up front. How should this go? Should we do it together, or should I talk to her brother alone first? Please advise. All right, so my answer is going to be short because I don't really see a major problem here. Are you really afraid of her brother? I mean, someone you've been friends with since the 8th grade? That should be all the more reason for you to tell him straight up you love his sister. I know it's his sister, but you guys are no longer in elementary and high school, and his sister's a grown woman now. She's free to come and go and date and love whoever she pleases, even if it's you. Do you have a reputation of being like a bad boy or a player or something, or does he have a rep for putting his hands on all the guys that his sister dates? Because if not, put your big boy pants on. Go tell him what's up. Just go tell him. I think she will respect and love you more if you man up and just go by yourself and don't bring her. One question though, I get that he's 6'6", he's a big guy, he likes to fight and all that. You said
he might be smaller than that. He might be a little smaller than that, Shirley.
Out in the letter, you said he likes to confront people over the smallest stuff. So what is your size? You failed to mention that. Is that why you're so scared to tell him? I just say look at it this way. The sooner you tell him, the happier she'll be.
Yes, she will, but that don't mean he will. He might be still running from the brother after he telling this to this.
Steve,
Shirley read this letter as a woman. I'm going to read this letter as a man, and so you can understand why this man wrote this letter.
okay.
For the past year, I've been sleeping with my best friend's little sister. Right there. Right there. You already know you out of line. You already know. You already know how we are. Because we know each other. have been best friends, then they know each other. So now, what you doing with my little sister after I know all this about you? That's the first problem we dealing with. Then he said when I went to college, I lost all contact with her because we reconnected last year at her brother's 4th of July party. I ain't seen this woman since she was a young girl. Oh my God, she'd aged like fine wine. I'm 14 years older than her, but we all grown now. The Lord took his time with that body. That evening we caught up. Here we go. Here where the rest of it got real janky. Got caught up, had a few drinks, shared some laughs. Night progress. We ended up in her brother's coat closet. Okay. All right.
That shit
Now,
out
I'm
the
gonna
store.
strongly suggest that when you do talk to him, you definitely got to leave that out. See, the reason he wrote this letter, Shirley, because as a man, he know I'm dealing with my best friend who and I been running dirt and running women together. Now I done went behind his back and got his little sister.
He gonna whip your ass.
I got him at the 4th of July
He gonna
party.
whip your
Had him in
ass.
his coat closet.
He gonna whip your ass, boy. Let's just be clear about that, okay?
Woman did things to me that I never had
That's neither
done.
here nor there. He gonna whip your ass from back here. That's a little sister.
See, Shirley, that's why he's nervous, because he got all this information. And then we come back, I'll tell you the rest of it.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Steve. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response to I'm stuck between a sister and a brother. That is the subject of today's Strawberry Letter right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Come on, Steve, let's recap today's
What in the world?
Strawberry Letter. The subject, I'm stuck between a sister and a brother.
Yeah, this dude got himself in the jam. He is stuck between the sister and the brother. They've been best friends. He ain't seen them since college. He go back to his friends on 4th of July party, and his young sister is there. And now she got a banging body and all that. They done had some drinks and some laughs. They wind up in the closet together. Now, 2 things. It's your best friend's little sister,
Okay.
you know, and you had her in the
In his
closet.
closet.
His closet at his house, and then she did some things.
That's
you ain't
neither here
never
nor
had
there,
done
Steve.
before.
That's
You gotta
that's
leave all
irrelevant.
this
This is the
information
closet part,
out.
leave
And
the
I don't know
closet
why you wrote
part
it in
out.
that damn letter either.
Please just
hope
leave
he
that
hit
closet
his
screen out. Don't ever tell that.
Now
Don't
we
ever tell
become
that.
increasingly closer. We've talked about taking it to the next step. She said it's utmost important that we go about this the right way and tell her brother about us. Now the problem is, her brother's 6'6" bodybuilder that is very protective of his sister, and he's a hothead. Okay, so now right here, you scared.
Yeah.
And Shirley, ain't no, are you scared? He's scared.
He better be, if he ain't, he ought to be shit.
Scared. And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Because of his size, he's always ready for a confrontation over the smallest stuff. Well, this ain't small though.
This is the little sister, but it's a
You
big
done got
situation. It's a
behind
big
his
issue.
back. He gonna say you snuck behind his back, and you got his little sister.
That's how he gonna
what
see it.
you
That's how he gonna see it, bro.
finna deal with.
That's how he gonna see
Now
it.
hold up. I personally never had a disagreement with him in all these years, and we've been friends.
Y'all about to have a big one, honey.
Of telling him face to face, because I don't want to clash with him. Oh, it ain't the clash you worried about. It's that
That ass
ass
whooping he about to put on you. Cause he gonna get your ass whipped, bro. Oh, he gonna whip your ass. Trust and believe, that
It
is
ain't
gonna
got
happen.
nothing to do with the clash,
None.
homie.
What does it have to do
He
with
worrying about
Steve?
this ass
It's
whooping
that
from
ass
this
whooping
six
you scared to take.
something bodybuilding guy with hot
Keyword,
temper.
clash, ass. That's all this
Cause
is.
he already know
But I
your,
really
he
love
know,
his sister,
he
and
knows
it's been almost a
the
year.
dirt that y'all have
And
done
sneaking
as a
around
first
is getting
homeboy.
old.
So he
And I
gonna
hope
figure
he
you
can
doing the same
process
shit to his
information
sister.
in a mature
He's not gonna
manner.
put up with that
He
too well.
ain't. He's 6'6", he a bodybuilder. What bodybuilder you know other than Lee Haney know how to process information in a
Nicely.
sensible fashion?
Okay.
He the only nice bodybuilder I ever met. All the rest of them jacked up on steroids, which affects their mental capacity at all times. And hell yeah, they hot heads, because they got steroids
In
in
the
their
damn
ass.
body, yep.
Oh, okay.
He finna kick your behind, dog.
Yeah,
He
kick
the
your
Bruce
behind.
Wayne.
Hell, he got to
finna
whip
beat
your ass.
behind. You already know this, huh?
He's on the nuts, bro gonna get your, bro about to get his ass
in
whipped.
our mid-40s.
Oh,
We have been friends since the 8th grade.
so it may not be too bad of an ass whipping,
You
but it's
already
gonna
know
be
you
ass
getting
whipping
your
enough.
ass whooped now.
Cause you know, when you get a little older,
You already know
Friends too long?
Yeah, you done seen him jump on a lot of people.
so
That's
you
why you
already
scared.
know.
Now, I never had these kind of feelings for his sister when we were young, so I need to be clear about that up front. How should
Boy,
this
bye.
go?
You gotta get your
Well,
ass
I
beat.
know how it should go,
Okay, we all know how it should go, but that's not how it's gonna go.
and that's what you're scared about.
And that's what you know. And
So
then
now,
scared, you
should
already
we do
know.
it together? That's another
Oh, that's
scary
another
ass
thing.
thing.
Don't take the lady, don't take the lady, don't take the
You need
lady.
protection. That ain't how you do it. You gotta
As a
man
man,
up, dog, and go
You
on
been a
over there
man
and
to go,
handle this
you been a
yourself.
man to do it, you gotta be a man to go talk
You
to
gotta
him.
take this ass whooping like a man.
Yes, sir.
So, there's a chance he gonna sucker punch you, yeah. Should we do it together, or should I talk to her brother alone first?
Talk to your brother
You
alone
gotta go to
first.
her brother alone. He said,
I
hey
don't
man,
want to do it with this one little lash in my
I
eye.
don't want to talk to you with nobody in this room but us.
You
Because we
know,
men.
he
See,
may
if you
not,
take
he
a girl
might
in there and
respect
he's
that if you
looking
can't
at his
stand
little
as a man.
sister, he gonna knock your ass out for sure.
He gonna want to in the beginning, but I think once he see that you coming in as a
No,
man,
he no little guy. He just ain't 6'6" and no bodybuilder.
Yeah, okay.
You know, he might be, 5'10", something like that. Little man like Tommy or something. Yeah, he probably little. He
Team
probably
Tommy?
Tommy size. Tommy real scary ass dude. Yeah, Tommy. Or Jay size, whatever you want to do. You get a Jay on ass in there too.
Jay,
I'm bigger than
Jay, Anthony,
Oh,
oh,
now you want to be bigger than Tommy. What happened to Team Tommy? Now you know
I'm
you
bigger than
freaking
Tommy.
Well, okay, so what I'm telling you is, you gotta go in there and you gotta say,
Man
hey,
up,
man,
that's
this is
right,
what
go
let
in
me
there
talk
as
to
a
you about
man.
something. Now, look, man, I don't want you to handle this the wrong way, but me and you, we gotta talk about
Yep.
this. Okay. All right, here's the deal.
you and your sister
Hey, man, I've been talking to your sister,
talking,
and we've been talking for a while now. And the first thing he gonna say is,
talking
yeah,
how?
you mean talking? Been talking about
Talking
what?
what?
Talking about what? Talking about what? What y'all been talking about?
Well, we've been talking about, being together.
I'm being together.
Being together how?
In what way being together? What do you mean like being together? Like going to the store and coming back?
No, man, like we got feelings for each other.
We got to go.
Yeah, right there is where you probably gonna get put out.
Get your ass, you gonna get this ass whipping. This ass whipping is coming,
Come
man.
to, and you'll be fine.
I hate to,
I've been knocked out before. You don't even
I hate
know
to
it.
have to tell you that, brother.
Sports Talk with Junior coming up next. You're
Yes.
listening.
Yeah, but this is girl, yeah. Heard Shirley, heard Steve. Here I go. First things first, bro. Don't ever tell this man you was in his house, in his closet with his sister. Don't you ever tell that man this shit. No matter how much you may want to tell him, don't you ever tell this man you were in the closets of his home with his younger sister. To him, it's gonna be always be baby sister, but just don't, just don't. Just leave that tiny little piece of information. Leave that, bruh. Don't. Cause I can't see that working well. That you won't even finish the conversation. Seriously, you really won't finish the conversation. He's not gonna want to hear nothing you have got to say. In all honesty, I'm sorry, bro. Me and your sister been talking. We've been having this little situation going on. We've been dealing with each other for now about a year. It happened one night. As a matter of fact, at the 4th of July party, when we was all here, we got a little tipsy, a little drunk, one of the things. We wound up in your coat closet. Your ass might wind up in that coat closet alone. I'm sorry. He just might wind up putting your ass in that coat closet alone. So leave that all the way alone. But like Steve said, go to him as a man. Let him know what it is. He either gonna accept it or he not. Point blank and or period. But see, if he don't accept it, then maybe you gonna have to bring the sister in to keep him from probably whooping your ass again. Cause that first time he probably gonna want to try to whoop your ass. That's just a given. Cause he gonna feel like, see, y'all boys, once again, y'all boys, y'all done run the street a little bit, so he already know how you get down. So just be prepared for that. Just, hey, I know we boys, and we, back in the day, nah. Yeah, that's going to come up. Let him know those are not your intentions with his sister. Let him know that and be dead ass real with him. And if things still get a little out of hand, then you might have to go ahead and get the sister. And let the sister handle the brother. But if y'all going to be together, he going to have to accept it the way it is, because it is what it is. Y'all just going to be together. But that part about the closet, don't ever tell that. That's just gonna be you and the old lady's secret. Don't ever tell that story. And if you do, don't ever put the part about the brother in the brother's house. Don't ever, because I don't care how close y'all be. At some point, that probably will piss him off a little bit. So you might want to, And don't be telling him how fine your sister is and how sexy she is. Don't be saying all that to him. Just straight up be honest with him. I'm seeing your sister. We in love. I just want your blessings. It wasn't, and I'm not going at her. Because I know we know how we was back in the days, but we are older now, and I love your sister. I love her, man. And be honest and up front with him. Let him know that you love her. And that's pretty much it as far as I'm concerned. This your girl, Miss Benjamin Buttons 01. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm out.